WIFO FM Jesup, Big Dog Country, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Van's Barbecue, and First Southern Bank.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn & Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South First Street right here in Jesup.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Hi, I'm Raymond Brown.
And I'm Mandy Yeomans. At First Southern Bank, our customers are like family. As a locally owned community bank, we're dedicated to helping our clients succeed.
We have loans for every need, whether it's personal or business. We have lines of credit, auto loans, equipment loans, and of course, we offer mortgages. Stop by our bank or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
Oh, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup. Here we are on this Tuesday morning, 13th day of December. Bob, how's it going? Say yes, son. Say something.
I'm upset.
Bob is upset.
GHSA talking about video replay. They're about 3 years too late.
A little bit more of that. If they'd have had the video replay, Wayne County would have been in the state playoffs. They would have beat the turkey out of Carrollton. We'd have another state championship.
I don't want to hear about no video replay 3 years after the fact. So.
That's crazy.
Quit crying over spilled milk. But anyway.
Yeah. It's more than 3 years, Bob. That was 2017.
Whatever it was.
He's terrible on math.
Yeah,
he still gets confused with 1 + 1.
I love how the executive director had no comment, though. So.
Well, like you said, he enforces. The board has to change. Yeah. Whatever. The board has to change. All those groups of coaches that get together and athletic directors that get together, they have to make the change.
You got hold of him for no comment?
No.
I just read.
He didn't speak to Bob.
They don't answer they don't return phone calls.
That ship sailed.
They throw all my letters in file 13.
Yes, sir. Another one from Bob Morgan from Jesup.
We lost. What was the guy? What was the old man's name? A good friend of mine. What's his name? That was with GHSA.
He's still there,
Earl. Earl's told him, don't answer Bob.
I thought Earl was our friend.
He is.
Earl's good.
Yeah, from Savannah.
We got Mr. Mayor Jason Weaver in the studio because they're moving the Christmas in the park due to the bad weather coming in on Wednesday and Thursday. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So when are you moving?
We're moving it to Friday night.
Friday night?
Friday night. This will be our first year doing it on Friday night, and a lot of positive response since we pushed it out late yesterday evening. It took a little while to get all the cogs in motion to be able to move it. So, and we blasted it out, and there's been a lot of positive to it. So,
yeah. I might be able to take my grandkids in.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying.
Is the snowman able to come that day?
The snowman's coming. That was the main holdup. We had to find out when he could come, and as I was driving home and staff said, what we going to do about Thursday? I said, we're going to have Christmas in the park. They said, have you looked at the weather? I said, no, I ain't looked at the weather. I mean,
You were on
like we
vacation.
talked about. I mean,
you weren't paying attention because you were on vacation.
on
Who
vacation.
pays attention to what's going on in the world when they're on vacation?
Right. It wasn't raining inside, so I didn't know. And, but like we talk about, I mean, why would I look at the weather? If we're doing something in Screven, it's going to rain.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
this time it just might be ice. I don't know.
Yeah. But it's going to be a beautiful day on Friday, and should be good for that snowblower
Yes.
on Friday. It's going to be cold. Even be colder on Saturday night, but it's going to be cold that night. Clear skies by Friday, and sunny skies and clear skies that night. So
Hot chocolate booth ought to be hopping.
hopping the hot chocolate and coffee booths,
A
right?
lot more than snow. Tell us all what's taking place besides the snow.
Yeah. Okay. We got a bunch of bounce houses. Jacob Popple and his staff are putting all their bounce houses up for the children. We'll have the churches will be involved doing hot chocolate and a nativity scene and marshmallows and s'mores, and those things are free. We do have some vendors this year that'll be over there selling food. There's a cost for if you buy a meal naturally, but if you go get hot chocolate and stuff like that, make some s'mores, there's no charge to that. And we'll have a funnel cake guy there, and Mr. Gene McLean will be back with his horse and buggy giving people a ride.
Gene will be there with the old horse and buggy.
Yep, Mr. Gene come by this last week or week before last, and we were able to talk for a good little while, and it was good to be able to sit down and talk with him again. And he's going to be there, and he's excited and ready to go.
Now, where's this going to be held exactly in Screven? The
At
Christmas
Grace
Center Park?
Community Park at the ball field.
So it's going to be over at Grace Community Park, not downtown area, but over at Grace.
Yep.
Okay.
Thing.
I know that y'all have had it downtown. Why the change?
Well, we had it downtown the first year, and the change was because nobody ever dreamed 5,000 people would be standing in that little park beside City Hall out into the lanes of 84, and it was like, oh, we got to do something different here.
So moving away from the highway.
Yep.
And Grace Community Park's a perfect place. I mean, just a great public area.
It is. We've done a lot of work around there. This idea came to us a few years back from Councilman Pruitt. At the time, he was just employee Pruitt, and he kicked it to me, and we took off with it. And I tell people all the time, you're only as good. And I wish everybody could listen all the way up to the national level, people we deal with. You're only as good as the people that you surround yourself with. And when they kicked this to me, I went and found the best people that I knew to decorate. They've been doing it their whole life as I was growing up. And Defaults and Miss Karen Harper. And Miss Karen works hours upon hours decorating for Christmas in the park. And when you see her over there Friday night, just tell her thank you, because she won't ever take anything. She won't take credit. She won't. Last night, when I got home late yesterday, they told me that the lights were on down there, some of the lights. So I went down there, and she was down there in the park in the middle of the night because she could see better decorating with the lights at nighttime. I mean, when you get volunteers like that,
right,
it's just, man, it's so heartwarming for those kind of things to happen. And we greatly appreciate everything she does. And her mission every year is she wants it to be different than it was last year. It's like we don't do the same thing. So if you come to Christmas in the Park this year, it's not going to look anything like it did the last time you came, and it's not going to look anything like it did the first time you came. And every year she changes things up. Now, we will still have Santa Claus, the elves, and I believe for photos, and I believe that the Grinch even is coming over this year, and the Methodist Church is taking pictures and for you, like they got a backdrop and all set up, and you can step up there with your family, and they'll take a picture, a Polaroid picture, old school style, spit it right out, hand it to you. That's what in a little country Christmas town. We going old school style with it.
Well, that's good. You can instantly have the picture right there.
That's right. You just got to walk around and shake it.
Just shake it, let it dry,
shake them
and let it dry off, and then put it away. So Christmas in the Park coming your way this Friday, not Thursday, this Friday in Screven at the Grace Community Center. And what time does it begin?
It begins at 6. It runs 6 to 9. We try to get out of there by 9. With it being a Friday night, we probably won't get out of there by 9. So bring your children. It's a fun, free family event that we put together. You can come and not spend a dime, or you can come and eat supper. And we hope you do and support those vendors. But we'll light the Christmas tree in the center of the park at 6:30. this year we're going to honor somebody lighting a Christmas tree that has done a lot for Screven, Georgia, not only for Screven, Georgia, but has done a lot for our county as a whole. And without this person, and I'll tell you who it is in a second, without this person, we probably wouldn't be where we are with Wayne County athletics. McGill Vale is going to be the one to light the Christmas tree. McGill sat on the city council in Screven for a number of years, and his family has done a lot for Screven and worked tirelessly. McGill used to be the recreation director in Screven, and he brought me on as a young kid many years ago and took a chance on me and started trying to steer me down the right road. Probably derailed quite a few times after that, but I got back where we needed to be. And I just greatly appreciate everything McGill does, and I know everybody over here does too. I mean, without McGill, he works tirelessly. When you see him on his baseball, softball, and football fields in Jesup, just know at one time in his life, he was also on those baseball, softball, and football fields in Screven. So I don't know how he did it at the same time, but he did. He was able to pull it off, and we greatly appreciate McGill for everything he's done for Screven and for Wayne County.
Okay. All right. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to have the snow blower there. You're going to have art and crafts booths set up, food booths, bounce houses galore there for the kids to play on.
Yep.
Anything else I need to add?
Man, just come. We're going to have music. Christmas music will be playing in the park. On parking, let's talk about parking for a minute.
Let's talk about parking.
Yeah, just park your car and get out and walk. Try not. Well, first off, you won't be able to drive
Nothing
your
too
car
complicated
through there, but don't try, please.
Yeah, you can't drive.
I mean,
there.
when somebody does that, they don't realize. I see it all the time. So and so drove through the middle of a parade. I mean, were they just not thinking of all the added stress they just put on the people in charge when somebody drives a car through or parks? When you pull up and say, you think I can park? We've all done it. I just done it in vacation. You think I could park here? I don't know. You might get towed. If you think you might, don't park there. Go find somebody somewhere else. We're going to have an area roped off behind the park that the horse and buggy rides in, because last time that area got real congested and the horse had a time turning around. Think about that and all the people that's going to ride that horse and buggy and turning around. Just, it's Christmas time. There ain't no sense in getting frustrated because you can't park right next to the Santa house. Just park on the side of the street, down the road, walk down there. Everybody does it the 4th of July. Do it again Christmas, and we'll have a good time.
Ain't that far to walk, no matter where you park.
It ain't far to walk. No. We might even be able to con the school in opening up the gates, and you could park around the roundabouts at the school.
Okay. All right. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Christmas in the Park, Friday night, not Thursday night, but Friday night in Screven, begins at 6 o'clock. Snow and bounce houses, arts and crafts booths, food booths. It's all, well, a lot of it's free.
Yep.
And then, of course, you can pay for different food from the food vendors, but some of the stuff's free, like the hot chocolate and stuff like that.
Hot chocolate and stuff, yeah. And I think they'll have hamburgers, hot dogs, sausage dogs in the old concession stand and under the metal roof. I got two local guys, Mr. Tommy Reddish and Lee Stevens, that come and do that for us, just so that you can eat while you're there.
And if you don't want to eat, then you can just enjoy all the free activities.
That's right. Just leave and go buy the Family Dollar and spend some money. Go buy the Friendly Express and spend some money. Keep it right there in Screven, and you supporting Screven the whole time, and we're able to do this every year.
Okay. Bob, question, comments for our mayor of Screven, Jason Weaver, this morning?
I think he covered it.
You got it all there, Jason?
I got it, man.
You got it all?
Just living a dream, Butch.
Just living that dream, huh?
Every day. Big bowl game. Let's do it. Hey.
Which bowl game you talking about?
I'm talking about the Cure Bowl.
The what bowl?
The Cure Bowl.
Cure Bowl?
Yeah.
What's the Cure Bowl?
Well, I think it was brought up for cancer because everything's pink.
Oh, the Cure Bowl. Okay. That's what I thought you were saying, but the Cure Bowl, all right? And what's the Cure Bowl?
Well, it's actually the only bowl of importance for a while.
Oh, okay. So who's playing in the Cure Bowl, and where is it?
Troy is playing in the Cure Bowl.
Troy?
11-2 this year.
Okay, Troy
won the Sun Belt convincingly.
Convincingly?
Yeah. Right. The only team in the nation that could run Chadwell and Grayson McCall out of Coastal Carolina. So thank the Lord they're both leaving there.
Okay.
Y'all have a chance at Southern soon.
So who's Troy playing in the Cure Bowl?
UTSA or USTA, Bob?
You don't really care, do you?
No, I don't care. We're going to win. It don't matter.
Okay, when's the game?
Friday, which
means you'll have to be here being mayor of Screven instead of down there at the bowl
game. If people ever wonder if I love Screven, Georgia, you come Friday night and I'll be at Christmas in the Park, not
Even
in
though
Orlando.
you got tickets to the Cure Bowl, you will be in Screven on Friday.
In Screven on Friday night.
Too bad you couldn't get changed to Saturday night.
Too bad that the only bowl game that I would have to miss is the Cure Bowl, and guess what? That's the one they go to.
Well, those things happen like that. You got responsibilities and duties when you're becoming
For
mayor of
40
the city.
years, the Sun Belt champion has played in New Orleans, and now all of a sudden we playing in the Cure Bowl.
Okay.
I thought you'd be going to Vegas to see the Gators in the Las Vegas Bowl.
The Gators?
Yeah.
Man, I wouldn't go to Guard-Eye to see the Gators. Who they got? They lost everybody.
They take it on Oregon State. And I don't know who their quarterback's going to be because their quarterback's.
They after that Clemson quarterback's what the word is.
Which one? The one that's
DJ, whatever, BJ or DJ.
They don't
Ugly Adora or something.
That guy's terrible.
He's terrible, Bob. But they're also after McCall now since he come out of said he's leaving Coastal Carolina. But I don't know. Look, we're 11-2 this year with a brand new first year coach, Coach Summerall. I don't know. A lot of people might not know Coach Summerall, but Coach Summerall coached at Troy years ago, and he went to Kentucky and he recruited a kid named Wallace out of Wayne County. He was a linebacker coach at Kentucky, and then he left Kentucky last year, and we hired him back at Troy, and he's turned us around from.
Well, it's a big turnaround.
About like Wayne County, I can tell you.
Big old turnaround there. This transfer portal has really, you don't know who's going to have who each year.
You can go wherever you want.
Yeah, I know. It's just amazing.
And that's
at least in the NFL, you got contracts. You got to stay there. But transfer portal, I think they're talking about this one quarterback. He's going to be on his fourth team this next year.
Yeah, JT Daniels.
Yeah, fourth team.
Boy, that was a winner.
In 4 years.
That's because he stinks.
Right. We tried to say, me and Bob tried to tell people the whole time he was terrible. But no, he needs to be starting. Well, he is. He's starting at the house. Because, Butch, if you go in that portal, from my understanding, Bob, you might can correct me. If you go in that portal and you don't get picked up, you at the house. Because you've said you're leaving your
scholarship.
Team.
Yeah,
right.
You lost that scholarship and no one picked you up.
What a total disaster.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, those guys are not there for the education. They're there for the football.
I know. Which I think is a testament to what Kirby's got going on at Georgia. How many kids did we get out of the portal last year?
I don't know.
Or none. Okay, none.
Not like USC, who got half their team.
Right. Come on, let's go to USC so we can win the Heisman, because we sure can't win at Oklahoma because we're going to the SEC. And and then that's a total different story. My opinion on that is people probably won't like, but I feel like when that dude painted what he painted on his fingernails, and whoever that cameraman is should make millions for being able to get that photo. That should have been the end of it, because you got children. To me, that if you're a college athlete, you might as well already be a pro athlete. I mean, people worship them more than they do the pros, and you got children looking up to these guys, and now you got that road on your fingernail. I mean, he totally just.
They should be out there playing the game, not trying to make statements. Just go out there and play the game, do what you're, the scholarship or what you're paid to do, and go out there and play the games and not make statements. If you want to do it on your own time, away from the sport, then away from the field or whatever the case may be, that's another thing. But not at the event itself.
I've never entered Athens from, I guess you would say, the north side, coming back from North Carolina. Yesterday I come through Athens. Man, they got billboards up. I'm talking about big old billboards with Stetson on them up there. I'm like, look at this.
They got big billboards in Athens right now with Stetson on them.
Yes, sir.
What did they say? They just got the picture.
All them companies that he signed with.
All those companies.
One of them's at
all
chicken
that.
place. One of them's at milk. He's the milkman now, not the mailman. One of them's that milk thing. It was amazing, man.
Money, huh?
I was like, look at this kid from Black.
The NIL money.
When you make it,
image, and likeness.
When you make it on a billboard.
That's why he came back for all that money.
It's always about the
money. Do you blame him, Bob?
No, I don't blame him.
No, you don't blame him. And here he is, undefeated, 2 victories away from national championship.
I wonder if he has to pay a cover charge in Athens.
I don't think it's.
He probably don't.
I don't think he's the type that.
Talking about the USC's quarterback that paints that on his fingernails. What happened to the integrity clause?
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, he should have been disbanded.
That would have been it. If I would, I mean, naturally they won't never give me a vote, but if I was a vote, that would have been the end of that.
They didn't mention that Saturday night.
No, not a bit. I wonder if they zoomed in. Wonder what he had wrote on his fingernails.
I looked at their hands. I saw a video, and I looked at all their hands while they were sitting there, the four of them, because I was looking to see, Stetson can look at the rest of them and say, any of y'all got a national championship ring?
Right.
Yeah, but he didn't have his own, and none of the other athletes had rings on their hands. I don't know if that's, which is surprising because usually they have jewelry all over themselves, so that might have been a requirement there. The Heisman says no rings on the fingers. Okay,
because it probably is.
Yeah, but I was looking see if Stetson had his national championship ring on there and kind of show it off to the other three.
There's so many, man. Y'all you're in the news every day. There's so many backline stories. They're trying to blow up the story of when Stroud walks on stage and shakes the first two guys' hand and skips Desmond Howard because he played at Michigan, Ohio State, Michigan, skips him and goes to the next. I mean, what are they doing? They're kids, number one. But now somebody had to tell that boy it was all right for him to go play football with them bad words wrote on his fingers. If I'm the coach or whatever,
the USC quarterback, the one that won
that's
the
the end of that.
Yeah.
You can take that to the bank.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to worry about that at Georgia. Our quarterback is a class act from
all the
a
way
class
around.
family. Yep.
All the way around.
All the way around. And 25 years old he is.
That's amazing, ain't it?
Yeah, 25.
Well, you see that thing with Lamar Jackson where he Lamar Jackson won the Heisman. They were born the same year, and Lamar Jackson won it like 7 years ago or something. 6 years ago. I don't remember exactly how many. But that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But hey, they're all. I mean, every one of them's doing it. Like you're saying, we were talking about Troy. Those kids that are seniors up there now are legitimate juniors in the football world. They entered college the day my daughter entered college at Troy, and they still got another year. I mean, COVID.
Well, they got to buy.
COVID gave them that.
COVID gave the whole year by.
Yeah.
And some of them might have been redshirted. I mean, you got all these things that could happen where you could basically be a second-year senior.
Yeah.
Or even third year if you got skipped enough years there.
Yep. Hey, you know what I say? Bless him, man. He I mean, don't knock the age. I mean, the kid's got.
I think it's great.
Kid's got the greatest story in the world.
He's got the greatest story in the world, and he just seems to get overlooked on so much. I mean, this should be, as Bob and I have talked about, and especially Bob has mentioned, this should be a made-for-TV movie right here.
Oh, Disney's chomping at the bits. I guarantee you.
What's that?
I guarantee you, Disney's chomping at the bits.
Just sitting there, here he is. He had no chance. He was told by the coaches he had no chance. He was a walk-on, and here he is. He's won a national championship. He's now had an undefeated season, and he's 2 victories away from winning the second national championship.
Yep.
I mean, this should be the story of the country.
Yep, that's what, like
the underdog.
Kirby we said in the latest press conference, we tried everything we could not to give the guy the job. I mean, all these people that knocked him last year, why is he playing? Why ain't this one playing? They try everything they can not to give him the job, and all he does is comes out there and just keeps succeeding, and take the job.
That's right. He's the one that's the
We're
best.
losing. He's losing his in-between guy, though. Did you see that? The in-between guy, the guy that he gave the shout-out to at the Bursworthy Trophy, that said keeps everybody calm on the sidelines. He's an analyst, but he's going to Georgia Tech to be the offensive coordinator, and he's the in-between Monken. Stetson said in the interview that Monken talks to that guy in the headphones because he don't need to hear what Monken's really got to say during the game. It's a pretty good interview. It was pretty sweet to read. He was like, I don't need to hear what he's got to say because he says some things I don't need to hear, and I say some things he don't need to hear. So we got this in-between guy. But he's going to Tech. So Faulkner, something like that, I think is his last name.
Yeah, they all move around. Yeah. Trying to better themselves and better a life for their family and their coaching position to move up.
But it should be fun. Beat Ohio State, the government, the Capitol, Brian and the House and Senate has already rescheduled when opening day or opening whatever will be because they got to be able to fly to L.A. for the national championship game and make it back.
So the opening day for the Georgia legislature has been changed.
They've already put it in the mix.
So they're already
prepared.
They're prepared for Georgia to win over Ohio State to be in L.A. for the national championship game.
They're prepared. That place would be a ghost town if Georgia's in L.A.
Yeah. Well, Jason, any other words of wisdom this morning? Jason Weaver, the mayor of Screven, in with this morning, letting us know that the Christmas in the Park has been changed from this Thursday night to Friday night, beginning at 6 p.m. there at Grace Community Park in Screven.
Yeah, just hope everybody can come. Bring your family. Come have a good time. See us when you get there. Say hello. Make sure, like I say, if you run into Miss Karen, just tell her thank you. If you know who she is. A lot of people don't. She'll stay in the backgrounds. But and we appreciate everybody that helps us be able to put this on throughout the year.
All right, Jason. Good luck with everything on Friday.
Thank you.
All right. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Van's Barbecue, and by First Southern Bank.